Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Lethabo Mampana and I'm back again with another YouTube video. If it's your first time up in this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can become part of the family. If you already subscribed to my YouTube channel, shout out to you. You and I are buddies. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can be spread out to other people in recommendation. Then they can get to enjoy the good content that comes with this video. So guys, today is just another day in the life of a broke Forex trader where I'm simply trying to make my money off of Forex, trying to make money online in 2023. The pair that we are going to be looking at today is AUDCAD. So I want to simply go into that chat and show you how we could have made a profit from that pair. So I did things the old way this time, just going back to the basics basically. So then I started from 4 hours time frame, then switching down to 15 minutes time frame where we waited for a change of character to happen before we can even take our trade. And I believe that you already know how it works out in this channel. If you are an OG to the channel, then you already know that sometimes we do start from 4 hour time frame where we establish a market structure and pinpointing out our point of interest in a way of order blocks, fair value gaps, and as well as highs and lows. Then from there we switch over to 15 minutes time frame. Then we wait for a change of character to happen before we can take our trade either to the upside or to the downside. So without any further ado guys, let's get right into the video and let me show you how you could have made money on that AUDCAD pair.
Okay guys, let's go back to the basics. So now we on my laptop screen on 4 hour time frame, and this is AUDCAD. So when I'm saying let's go back to the basics, I mean starting from 4 hour time frame, then switching to 15 minutes time frame where we will be waiting for a change of character on 15 minutes time frame. Then we can take our take from on the fair value gap or a order block. So right now, remember, when you get to 4 hours, what you need to be looking at is a market structure. So you need to firstly establish where the market is currently going. Then once you get that, then you need to find your point of interest in a form of order blocks or highs and lows. Right, so once you got that, you wait patiently for price to tap into that point of interest if it's an order block. You also wait patiently for price to violate the point of interest if it's a high or low. So once that happens, then you switch to 15 minutes time frame. You switch to 15 minutes time frame. Then you're going to wait for a change of character. Or firstly, once price tapped into that order block on 15 minutes, you have to wait for a break of structure to the upside or a patch of liquidity to the upside. Then you wait for a price to change character to the downside if you are willing to sell. And then if you are willing to buy, you are waiting for price to patch liquidity to the downside or to break the structure to the downside. Then you're gonna wait for a change of character to the upside for you to buy. Right, then let's begin right now. So I'm currently on 4 hours, like I said, and this is AUDCAD. Then let's now start on establishing the market structure. Let's see where the structure or where this pair is heading to. So we have our high up there, we have our low, lower high, and lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we are expecting a lower high and to come to lower low somewhere here. So that's what we are anticipating right now on this pair. So let me just quickly remove all of this, then we can look at the market while it's clean on the charts, while it's clean. So now that we know that we are on a downtrend, so we are looking to sell and nothing else. At the moment we are looking to sell. So we can see here that we had a break of structure to the downside, right? Remember, we first need to establish a market structure, then we're gonna establish our point of interest. So let me just quickly enlarge this so that it can be clearly visible. So we have a break of structure there to the downside, and here is a point of interest on this lower high here. So I'm just gonna mark it out so that we do not forget it. So let me just quickly lock it. Okay, so this is a break of structure to the downside, right? And this is the point of interest, and this is the low that we are expecting the price to come and violate to put in a lower low, maybe somewhere around here. So basically what we are expecting at the moment is for price to go to the upside, then do whatever that it does, then change character, then come back and further plummet and put in a new low here. Right, so this is what we are expecting at the moment on this pair. So we do not know, or we don't know if that will happen or not. We just gotta keep on waiting for price to do its own thing. So now that we established a market structure, we are going to the downside, and that was proven by this break of structure to the downside. And now we have also denoted our point of interest in the form of order block. Then we have to wait patiently for price to come and tap into this order block. Then once that happens, we're gonna switch down to a 15-minute time frame where we will be looking for a change of character to the downside. Then we can take our trade from an order block that is very qualifying for us to take a trade from it. So let's play price forward and see if price will tap into that order block or it will further plummet without coming to our point of interest. Let's see what happens. Okay, we can very clearly see that price tapped into this order block, right? So once that happens, we move to a 15 minutes time frame. So before we can even move to 15 minutes time frame, to make things simple for yourself, you can just mark out this high here that was removed before price tapped into that order block, so that you can visibly see it on 15 minutes, and it will make things simple for you so that you can remember. And you can also mark out this low, saying that this was the low that caused about this break of structure to the upside when price was going to tap into that order block. So now we have about two levels that we can focus on as our take profit at the moment. If we are able to, or if we're going to be able to take that trade, then we already know that this will be our first take profit and this will be our second take profit. It's that simple. So we're just gonna wait and see if price does give us an entry or not, because sometimes you might denote in everything, but unfortunately price does not give you a clear entry for you to take a trade, right? So let's quickly move to 15 minutes time frame and let's see how it looks on 15 minutes. So on 15 minutes time frame, we can very clearly see that price broke the structure to the upside before it can tap into this order block. But what it did here, it broke this structure here and it put in a new higher high. However, price didn't further go into that order block as yet. It firstly went to the downside, leaving this low here, and it pushed up to break structure here, to break that higher high that we had here. So to break this higher high that we have here. So I'm just going to mark that as well as our break of structure to the upside when price was going into that order block. Remember, this is 15 minutes now. So then now we are looking at this low to be broken, so that we can consider our change of character, then we can take our trade. So let's continue to play price forward and let's see what happens. Okay, price went down, Okay, it went up, but I cannot consider this as a break of structure to the upside. I would rather consider this as equal low, equal highs, sorry. So this is equal highs, so there's nothing that I can do on it at the moment. We just gotta keep on waiting to see what price does. So it's going down. Okay, so then what happened is price further pushed to the upside, leaving this low here, breaking these equal highs here. So I'm going to mark that break of structure to the upside so that I do not get confused, so that I can know what I am doing. So I'm also gonna mark this low here. So this is the low that caused about this break of structure. So right now we can wait for this level to be broken to the downside for our change of character, then we can take our trade from there. So basically what I mean is that I'm expecting the market to further push to the downside, then change character, then come back to test and go back to the downside, and my take profit will be somewhere here or somewhere here. Basically it will be here if I happen to get a trade from there. If what I expect to happen happens, then yeah, that's where I will be taking my profit from, or at. So let's continue to play price forward and see if we will be able to get that entry or not. Let's see if the price does break the structure or change character to the downside. So if it doesn't, then it is what it is. So right now we just gotta keep on waiting, and we can see here that it broke that structure, even though it didn't do so impulsively. However, I can still count it as a change of character, so I can still risk it. So remember what you need to then wait for before you can consider this order block or this order block down here. You have to wait for price to go a bit to the upside, then you can pull out your Fibonacci retracement tool, which will definitely tell you where to place your trade from. So let's continue to play price forward and see that curve if it's to happen. Okay, so this is a clear curve. Then we can take our Fibonacci retracement tool, boom. Then as you can see, we couldn't have used this order block down here. Why? Because it's below 50% zone here. So the only order block that we can use at the moment is the order block that's sitting at the top here, because now it aligns with our 71 and okay, it aligns with our 79% zone. So and that's the order block that we can use. So let me just quickly remove this and let me mark out this order block so that it can be visible, and expect to take our trade from there. Let me refine it. Okay, so now that it's refined, let's wait and see if price will come and trigger us in. So we are waiting with our sell limit here, and our take profit will be down here. So this is about 107 pips. So and my stop loss will be about 25 pips. Remember that I do not risk anything more than 25 pips. Let me just make sure that it's 25 pips on the dot. What did I do? All right, so 25 pips. Let me put it and let's see. Okay, that's 25 pips, and let's play price forward and see if it will trigger us in. And if you are going in with lots of 0.01, then your stop loss will be $2.5 and your take profit will be $10.77. So let's continue to play price forward and see if we are going to make money on this one or we're going to lose. Remember, losses are inevitable in forex trading, so you can never run away from losses as much as you can't with the winnings. So I'm just gonna increase the speed so that this can be as quick as possible. so that I do not make this video too long. So price is playing around and we are patiently waiting for it to come to, oh, what did I do now? Okay, so let's continue to play price forward. I don't know what I did there, but let's continue. I'm back now. Okay, so it's going up. So as you can see, we've been triggered in and we almost hit our stop loss of that 25 pips. However, luckily we didn't, and this is now in profit. So this is where it got triggered, and no, this is not where it got triggered, but wait, yes, this is where it got triggered. And let's see if we will be able to make some profit on this trade or not, because we are currently in profit. Let's continue to play price forward and see if we are going to make it finally or not. So we're still in profit, floating, almost went into drawdown. Okay, it's still playing, it's going now, it's going, and finally we hit our full take profit. So let me just highlight it so that you can visibly see it. So this is where we hit our full take profit, and this is how you can capitalize from following price action religiously from 4 hours to 15 minutes time frame. So guys, don't be confused with me going to monthly time frame, then trading from 4 hours, then the next thing I'm trading from 4 hours to 15 minutes only. Basically, you just follow the same rules, you know what I mean? So the same knowledge that I'm sharing, you just gotta follow it. So when I'm starting from a monthly time frame, then it means that I'm going to swing on 4 hour time frame. But when I start from a 4 hour time frame, then it means that I will just trade or day trade from 15 minutes time frame. So basically, when I start from 4 hours, I'm day trading. Then when I'm starting from monthly time frame and trading from 4 hours, then I'm swing trading. It's that simple. Nothing changed. I'm just following the same procedure. So when I get to 4 hours, before I can even take a trade, I will still have to wait for a change of character to whatever direction that the price is going, or I'm expecting that price to go to. Then after that happens, or should that happen, then I will still take the trade based on my trading plan. Even on 15 minutes, when I started from 4 hours, I'm simply going to do the same thing. Once price tapped into my point of interest on 4 hours, I will still switch to 15 minutes time frame, and on 15 minutes time frame I'm going to wait for the same thing, which is change of character to whatever direction, then take a trade from a qualifying order block. It's that simple. So don't get confused. This is basically the same thing. I actually just keep on doing the same thing over and over again. So just don't get confused with these time frames. When you see me starting from monthly time frame, just know that I'm going to swing on 4 hours, and when you see me starting from 4 hours, just know that I will be day trading on 15 minutes time frame. It's that simple. So this is how you could have made money on this AUDCAD pair. So this is how the cookie crumbled. And until the next video, it has been your boy Lethabo Mampana, and make sure that you watch this video up until the very end. It will help a channel a lot. So until then, it's good night or it's goodbye, because I'm actually filming this at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So cheers, buddies.